Hello everyone, my name is Joe Lowry Jr. and this is Cale Flagey, and we're from Lowry Financial Advisors. We don't know what to call this little video, but it's something we hope to do regularly to provide tips or talk about things that are maybe in the news or that might be useful to you, our clients, and other people who find our channel. So we hope you like it, and if you do, please subscribe. I thought maybe today we could talk about cryptocurrency.
I'd prefer not to.
Why is that?
Well, I thought we were done talking about it. Everybody talked about it. I think it was it Thanksgiving 2017 when it rose from nothing to $20,000 a share. It's all anybody ever talked about. Then it crashed pretty rapidly down to 3,000, and then the talk kind of stopped. And it was nice.
Well, like it or not, the talk is back because in the last year, Bitcoin itself is up more than 370% alone.
Well, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Until you compare it to Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Not Doggy Coin?
I think it's Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
D-O-G-E. Doge.
Right. That's fancier. We'll go with Dogecoin.
Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency based off a picture of a dog. It's created as a joke, but it's up over 1,100% this year and has a market cap of about $10 billion.
$10 billion.
Yes.
That seems ridiculous.
It is. And the creator of Dogecoin would agree with you. It's created by a guy named Billy Marcus. Claims that he wrote the code for Dogecoin 3 hours on a Sunday. And he says that it doesn't make sense. It's super absurd. And the coin design was also absurd.
Maybe now is a good time to talk about how we are regulated investment professionals. And as a result, we cannot make any recommendations about the buying, selling, or holding of cryptocurrency.
Is that a disclosure?
I guess, yes, that's a disclosure.
Well, in that case, I have one more for you to read. There you go. That's from compliance.
Thank you. Officially, this material is intended for informational, educational purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice, a solicitation, or a recommendation to buy or sell any security or investment product. Please contact your financial professional for more information specific to your situation.
So what can we talk about? How about some absurd facts about cryptocurrency?
I've got you covered. We'll start by talking about the massive carbon footprint. It's ginormous. Bitcoin mining, let's start with a little bit of a description of Bitcoin mining. That's where you actually use computers to mine for digital tokens. The Bitcoin mining consumes more electricity than the entire Netherlands, a country. That translates to about 36.95 megatons of carbon dioxide each and every year.
Seems like a lot.
It is.
And I've heard, Bloomberg has told me, the mayor of New York, former mayor.
Or the news service.
Oh. Yeah, according to Bloomberg, about a quarter of Bitcoin is produced, or mined rather, in China, in a particular area that has very cheap energy because it's all fueled by coal. So it doesn't seem very green.
Not green at all, kind of brown. And then there are many stories of people losing absurd amounts of money in Bitcoin by accidentally throwing their Bitcoin in the garbage.
One of the biggest advantages of Bitcoin is also its biggest disadvantage because it exists outside the traditional banking system. So you can just store it all on a thumb drive, and then if you lose the thumb drive, you lose all of your money.
Because it's all about possession, right? Cale, it's estimated that as much as 20% of the existing Bitcoin has been lost.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's about $150 billion worth. In fact, in 2017, it seems that a hedge fund lost the password to their Bitcoin storage device. Now, it's bad enough to lose your own money, but to lose your investors' money, wouldn't want to be them. And fortunately, the SEC has reminded all of us by issuing guidance about safeguarding your passwords.
It's important.
Yeah, thanks, SEC.
My favorite Bitcoin loss story about a guy, I think he's in England. He mined a bunch of Bitcoin in 2007, so it wasn't really worth anything. He threw away the computer with the hard drive. In 2013, he found out that that would have been worth about $4 million. So he goes to the dump to try to find it. So he looks around for a while, gives up, goes home. Well, today, that's worth about $300 million. So he is renewing his search. He has backing from a hedge fund. He's trying to strike a deal with the municipality to let him go in and dig up this garbage dump to try to find it, and he'll share the money with the local government if he finds it.
There's another guy who has about $250 million of Bitcoin on a special kind of hard drive that gives you 10 guesses before it encrypts and you lose access to the hard drive forever. He has guessed 8 of the passwords incorrectly and now only has 2 tries left.
It's a bummer.
You can say that again.
It's a bummer. Could you imagine being worth $250 million, but you can't access any of the money? I feel like I would just buy the company that made the hard drive and maybe try to give them break into it for me.
So I hope you all have enjoyed our first episode of whatever it is we choose to call this thing. Please, if you enjoyed it, send us an email. Tell us things you'd like to hear about. Please subscribe so you can be notified of any future videos. And we look forward to sharing more with you in the future.